Yamaha Supersports R1. This class-beating sports bike is one highly recognised and wanted machine among supersport riders. Purposely designed for high-end performance, it produces 200 brake horsepower at just 13,500 RPM. Developed with technology advancements such as the state-of-the-art launch control and anti-wheelie control system, this weaponized machine was born track-ready against its manufactured rivals. However, its rival for today's episode doesn't even come close to the mix of supersports, nor has it even heard of the term technology. No. Its rival for today comes from a completely different category, and some would find this comparison completely amusing. This is a 2004 GSX1400, producing 106 brake horsepower and weighing in at 228 kilos dry. Surely this heavyweight motorcycle wouldn't even come close to outperforming our latest and greatest R1 down a 250 metre stretch of road. Although being weathered and well used, much like this busted plugger we found on our Australian soils, this GSX 1400 should not be taken kindly. Don't be fooled by its retro looks and bulky design. This motorcycle is no slouch when it comes to a little drag race at a set of lights. Now, keeping in mind that this test won't be measured by top-end speed, we all know the R1 has the biggest advantage over the 1400. This test is all about favoritism of acceleration. And what we want to know is, which one of these two motorcycles can reach our markers first, without hesitation? From our best judgment, we can only assume that these two motorcycles resulted with a tie at 250 metres. But at 100 metres, it is obvious to say that the 1400 claimed victorious. Now, before some of you keyboard warriors start typing with your hostile thoughts towards this video, there is a solid explanation as to why the GSX 1400 reached the 100 metre mark first before the R1. Yes, the R1 has much more horsepower over the Suzuki, but what you're forgetting is that it's not all about horsepower figures. Torque also talks. The GSX 1400 produces an astounding 128 Nm of torque, get this, at just 5,000 RPM. And as for the R1, it only produces 113 Nm at 11,000 RPM. Still don't get it? Well, think of the R1 as a giant turbo. All of its potential power can't be produced until it reaches high RPM speeds, whereas the 1400 produces its power right from the get-go, much like a supercharger to compare. Sure, other factors come into account as well, but this is probably the most important detail to take notice of when it comes to a standstill race. But what if these two motorcycles had a rolling start, let's say at 40 km per hour? Would the outcome differ from the previous results? Well, the R1 claims victory over the 1400, but only at the 250 metre mark. The results were quite the same at 100 metres. To be honest, there was no surprise there. Both these bikes have obvious advantages and weaknesses over the other. But when it comes to a short distance drag race, the 1400 is always going to have the advantage, to a certain distance. Well, we hope you have enjoyed our second episode of Versus on Two Wheels. If you'd like to make a suggestion of which two motorcycles you would like to see battle it out, leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure to check out our other motorcycle related content at 60 Degrees. And as always viewers, get on your two wheels and free the soul. Thanks for watching.